very simply, I would rather Mountcastle just because I think that he's going to give you something that you can kind of sort of bank on. And unless your swap for Torkelson is just like Brett Beatty and you try to change scenery with both guys, I really don't want to give up anything else for Spencer Torkelson. I don't like him enough to give up a different kind of player prospect for him.
I was talking with Keith last night on Shea and Sons during his live, and he was saying how he thinks Torkelson wouldn't cost that much. And my retort to that was, I think that Tigers would be the ones pushing years because he has 4 years of control left. They can still push the number one prospect, number one player. That's more established in terms of his major league career. Torkelson had the 1 year of 30 homers. But for me, it's the flexibility. And it's the fact that David Stearns loves flexibility. And we know that Brendan Nimmo has the foot issues, but Mountcastle has some experience in left field. So I think Mountcastle is a guy that I would target more so. And I think it was Charlie in the chat saying that SI put it out. I did not see it, but he mentioned that there was a potential, I think it was Tidwell and another player, Jack Winiger, He
corrected himself from SI to Sporting News, which is where
okay. So just seeing that, like, would I do that deal? I would do that deal because I would too. I think that Blade Tidwell is the piece that the Mets are willing to give up. I don't think they're willing to give up Sproat. They're not willing to give up Tong. They're not willing to give up McLean. So I think if someone's asking for a pitcher, they will push in a deal to make that pitcher being Tidwell, since he had a little bit of an up and down. They're not sure if he's going to be a starter or reliever. So I think that that's the guy that will potentially go. And it makes sense for the Orioles to gain a pitcher because they have so much in the pipeline that losing a Mountcastle won't hurt them because they still have the likes of Kobe Mayo coming up. They have Sam Basayo. Like, they have options that are just chomping at the bit to get up there that have these incredible profiles. So obtaining Mountcastle, I think, is definitely possible and a better fit for the Mets as opposed to Torkelson, in my opinion.
I think you made a good point with regards to the Tigers trying to use Torkelson in a role, especially when you talk about the guys who are on the come up with the Orioles, but also the guys who are already there with the Orioles. Like, I just think the Orioles have more position players they can give up than even the likes of the Tigers.